All right, I hope that all of you are doing well in the beginning of this full moon that we've just had. So we're feeling the intensity of it. We're feeling the energy. Things could be coming back around of reminding us what we want out of life for ourselves. We're asking ourselves, how are we feeling about where we are in this moment? What do I need to nurture and develop moving forward? Am I happy in my environment? Am I happy with my surroundings? What do I need to escape from because it's holding me back? Is it limiting belief systems? How do I see the world around me versus how it actually is? Okay, so I'm going to drop a reading. I'm going to go through all 78 cards. It's going to be fast. I like to see how fast I can go where this is concerned. And hopefully, some of you might relate and others may not. And there'll be parts of it that you relate to and others that you won't. Just take what resonates and leave the rest, as this is a general reading. With that, I want to say thank you for all of you that continue to support all of my platforms, whether it be YouTube, social media on Facebook, Instagram. I just want to say thank you for booking readings. Also, it's because of all of you that I keep continuing to do what I do. And so with that, I'm going to get real vulnerable and dive right in. Vulnerable. We'll see where we go. All right. I'm just going to call on my angels, guides, universe above. Use me as a clear channel for the collective. Angels. What do we have for the collective? Angels. Okay. I'm not going to take it like that. I'm just going to see. Well, I'm just going to go where it goes. Let's see. Angels. What do we have? First out, the Nine of Cups. It's in reverse. Where am I not taking a leap forward that I need to? Where am I feeling more, recognizing I'm codependent, whether it be on how I talk to myself, making excuses or whatever, but this is to do with emotions. Where am I also turning off my emotions where something's concerned that I may not want to see, right? All of this is going to be taking in consideration with where we are astrologically. 5 planets in retrograde, right? During this energy of this full moon in Aquarius, right? So, and also with this, before I move forward, any reversals, it's just another way for me to read the cards. All right. So again, here we go. So there's something here that you're energetically pulling your emotions from, okay? The Hermit to what? Go within. Virgo energy. This is like sitting on top of the mountain that you may have climbed, whether it be bad or good, right? There is a thought that you're into. Many of you are meditating more, getting in your headspace about certain situations, the coulda, woulda, shouldas, right? And next we have the Hierophant in reverse. Where have I been going that I don't want to go? Notice this staircase behind with the light. The Hierophant in general is a major arcana, but it talks about not being able to, with it in reverse, tired of the same old, tired of traditions, societal norms, right? You're seeing something else in regards to what you've been holding on to with the Page of Swords here. Maybe you're figuring out many of you diving in what you want to do next as far as maybe becoming an author, creating a new story. She's holding a book, working to figure out how to fully let go of the strings attached, no strings attached. How do I live my life with no strings attached, right? 10 of Pentacles here, upright, talks about abundance, talks about family. It can also talk about abundance where material is concerned, right? Temperance, getting balanced, a need to get balanced in a certain situation. Look, this side is a little bit darker than this side. There's light, but there's something, a knowing going off. So something that asking ourselves, what's not adding up in my life? This is Libra energy. Sagittarius energy. So maybe there's a spark within yourself that you've been needing to ignite, but not sure how. Okay. The Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This talks about, with it in reverse, not waiting anymore. You're letting go of something. What is it? Two of Swords in reverse. This is the Two of Wands. They follow each other. So The Two of Wands, what am I waiting for? That could be earth, life changing with the earth right there. And the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, I'm drawn to the Volkswagen van again, the bus right there. Maybe some of you are looking to buy a car or putting a bid in on a house or something and waiting, and you're learning something about, with the Two of Swords here, about the action you want to take. There's again these strings attached, and this one is wearing a blindfold, so, and arms up in this defensive mode. Within reverse, following the Two of Wands, both in reverse, you're letting go of something because you see something else. Oh my gosh, the Two of Pentacles next. Could be a partnership. It could be a connection. Two represents a world change. It is a universal number. So there's a balance that needs to happen. Knight of Swords, involving something that involves walking away and taking action that removes yourself from a situation to go towards something else. Seven of Wands, looking in this deck, this energy is looking away and very contently, right? The Seven of Wands talks about the journey. It talks about seeing something from a new perspective based off of what you've been through, and defenses could be up, okay? Next out, we've got Three of Swords, after a broken heart. Many of you could be going through a broken heart and you're realizing now, maybe you're in a dark space for some of you, and it's just like, it doesn't feel like there's any way out. Look at the leaves are gone on this. It's just like screaming for pain, feeling really alone. Death or rebirth in reverse, holding, okay, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Death and rebirth, this talks about, if I were to look at numerology, number 13, this is number 4, which is, even when we feel most out of alignment in our lives is when we're really in most alignment. And so we have to go through those lessons in order to move forward, okay, in a different way. The Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is turning down some type of emotional offer or connection, okay? And then the World in reverse. Something needs to come to a conclusion, but there's this energy of holding on to it because this death and rebirth is also in reverse. And it could be something that had given you heartbreak, right? There's a turning of the blind eye with that Seven of Wands, not wanting to see a situation for what it is, okay? And so there is this energy right now of needing to, I'm multitasking, needing to communicate something or meditate and pull yourself away. King of Swords knows what they want, and they figure out what they need to do in order to get it. And so I'm being drawn to the bird here with these wires. Again, there seems to be, where is that one? Look at these, all like, it's almost like you're not going to be anybody's puppet, and you're not wanting anybody to be, like, you're trying to unbind yourself from something, okay? Let's keep going and figure out what that is. Angels, King, a Knight of Cups. This could be a partnership with yourself. There's nobody else in this. Maybe you need to figure out how to give back to yourself in a way that nurtures you. When we nurture ourselves, then we get nurtured. It opens up the universe to have that in return, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, things could be moving really slowly in your life financially. Maybe you're up to figuring out how to change and shift what you do for a living, how you make money, okay? The Four of Cups, but in reverse, it requires you to let go of attachments in order to do that. The Two of Cups. So this is upright, forming, number one, a better relationship with yourself, or forming a better relationship that you have with somebody significant in your life. Eight of Cups, it could involve walking away from something that you've nurtured, something that you felt passionate about with that bowl there that has fire in it, okay? This is walking towards the light. Something good is coming. Maybe you felt stuck for a while with Hangman in reverse, and now it's just like you're holding on, right? You're holding on to what? The choice, the Lovers here, Gemini energy. This is Lovers card can represent a soulmate. It can represent love and a connection. But more than that, it represents a choice that needs to be made, that you could feel torn about, okay? Eight of Pentacles. in reverse, whatever this is that you feel torn about, you've invested, right? And you know that maybe something's no longer working out in your favor. And so that's why this is invested, and it's become too much of a burden to carry with the 10 of Wands. People get nervous about the 10 of Wands because it's somebody carrying this huge satchel on their back, and is a burdensome. It's like this feeling of being burdened, like time's clicking away and there's nothing else you can do. The fact of the matter is, the 10 of Wands is one of my favorite cards in the deck, I tell people, because it's like all about the journey, being on this long path. Maybe you've already gone over the mountain, right? And now you're reaching the deadline. But the 10 of Wands is like recognizing where you've been, why you've been there, and getting content and with letting it all go now. No longer wanting to feel the baggage because it's too exhausting to hold on to it. So there's this release of letting go, something concluding with the 10 of Wands, so that something new can come in. You gotta, in order to allow new to come in, you've got to release some of what's there, right? To clear the space. The Chariot, maybe it's in reverse, Cancerian energy. There's something you don't trust. I always say this, you don't get on a chariot unless you trust the driver, and that driver is you. It could take you off, it's led by animals, it can take you off the path at any point, right? So there's something that you're overcoming. Maybe it's something that you distrusted in the past, and now you're working to overcome it, right? You've got to learn to trust your intuition. Astrologically, that's where we're at right now. Figuring out how to learn from what we've been through in order to, maybe somebody in your life has told you something about yourself that helped form this belief system that you couldn't do something you know in your heart you want to be able to do. Okay, maybe maybe it has to do with building a community, right? Maybe it's getting it as simple as putting yourself out there after being in hermit mode in order to build something. Okay, 4 of Wands in reverse. So this talks about marriage. Some of you could be walking away from something that you've been really bound to, that brought you happiness and nurturance and ignited some type of passion inside. But with this in reverse, there is a huge change happening in your life. It's like, even though it's something that maybe you didn't see coming, it's giving you a new set of perspectives, okay? And what else do we have? The 10 of Cups. And more conclusions, recognizing what to nurture, what nurtures us, and finding joy, even if it's been negative, okay? 9 of Wands here, letting defenses down in some areas of our life in order to be more open and more flexible in our mind. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe recognizing it's in reverse because you've invested in something and the seeds that you're not seeing the seeds growing. One thing is for sure, if we want to do something and we're continuously met with obstacle after obstacle, then the universe calls us and we're like, whoa, man, if it's not what makes you happy, maybe this isn't maybe it's the wrong path, right? So when we are met with obstacle after obstacle, it's typically can be the universe, God, whatever it is, our intuition, our heart, working to guide us away from something that we think we want, right? Maybe there's a hidden secret that we don't know about, right? And that we're just like, next out, 6 of Pentacles. This is a breadcrumbing card, recognizing where we've been breadcrumbed, recognizing where we have been breadcrumbing others, and 9 of Pentacles, that kept us in codependent energies, whether most likely financial codependent energies. Oh, I'm going to leave this when, right? But this is the thing about the 9 of Pentacles, is talks about being codependent on something, and so feeling trapped because you have to constantly go back, right? Maybe something's been really negative with somebody in your life and you finally decide to take the plunge and move forward without that, whether it be career, a person, a family, like whatever that's going to be. And then you go back and it's like they count on it, right? There's somebody that counts on this. And the fact that these came out next to each other after the Seven of Pentacles in reverse tells me that there is something that that you're codependent on, and you are being guided to escape from it because it's influencing and impacting the world around you in a way that no longer feels good. Okay. Eight of Swords. This talks about having a blindfold on. It's like, you are what I think I am, right? Or yeah, so there is, I am who you think you are, or I am who you get it, right? Though there's this energy of not wanting to see something for what it is, noticing the world around you and feeling overwhelmed by it. And so keeping that blindfold on, even though you really do see that something's not great for you, like praying to the heavens, like, oh my God, make it stop type energy. Next out is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This talks about a message. Maybe some of you have been waiting on a message. Maybe some of you feel spied upon. This can also talk about spying. But you're seeing something now and you're moving forward. Page of Pentacles, it's not a knight, queen, king. Okay, it is a lower on the totem pole, still a message that maybe you got sent that you've been stuck on, and now you're finally being able to move forward from it, or just avoiding opening a message or avoiding sending a message. Okay, no longer waiting basically for some type of low vibrational energy in order to move forward. Number 10, the will, and take a risk and move forward. All right, no longer being and energies that are keeping you held back. It's like rolling the dice. There's dice hanging on her neck, and there's dark and there's light. And so there's this energy of letting the wheel, needing to let the world turn so that you can have a break after heartbreak. Okay, the Four of Swords upright. Five of Cups, maybe it means that you go within and you sit with the regret. You sit with the memory of what's happened and be able to reflect in a way that gives you see the struggles for what they are and gain knowledge from them. Okay, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She is very matriarch. But it has to do with being abundant in a material way, not from a place of the heart as much as material. So maybe you're seeing something in your life that gives you, it's like a facade of abundance. And so because it's material, it's something tangible. And at the end of the day, what we've continued to learn is after we're gone, truly gone from this earth, right? Like, we're not going to be remembered for anything material. We're going to be remembered for how we made people feel. And so this is that energy of recognition, the letting go of control, because we find that with the Emperor in reverse, needing to make a change because we're trying to hold on to control actually makes us exhausted, right? We can't control what other people do, and we can't control what happens. Like, what we can do is control how we handle a situation. Okay. And so with this, we see the Ace of Swords upright. Maybe you've been in this spiral of obsessive thinking and feeling like, oh my God, there's no way out. I'm hearing that fish on, gotta get out of this maze, right? And so you're waiting to extend some type of offer. Maybe it be just to yourself. There's nobody else in this card. Okay. Next out is the Seven of Swords, after deception. So working to get away from something that has been chasing us, maybe feeling guided by towards a new direction after being thieved from. The Seven of Swords is one of the most thieving cards, deception it talks about. So maybe somebody is beginning to see through, maybe you're beginning to see through somebody's actions, and you're starting to communicate that, right? With this card, the bird is in front of this person running away. Nobody says that you can't talk about how somebody hurt you, okay? How somebody deceived you. That is a societal thing. And we saw the Hierophant did pop up in reverse. So we're recognizing that what we keep in makes us sick. So now you're talking about the deception. Now you're moving forward, being guided to illuminate the people, places, things that have hurt you and have deceived you, right? In order to what? Come out on top. I love this. Leo energy, the sun. So it's like working to overcome hardships in order to create some type of new tunnel that you could go through, that is remembering that you are light. Just maybe you've been in a really dark time, okay? But releasing what's happened to you doesn't make you weak. It helps that spiral stop and that obsessive thinking. So moving forward, you are going to be stepping out into that sunshine yet again, okay? Maybe it's been a while. King of Wands, because you've been played. It's like there is that lion within yourself. So allow yourself to be that. Nine of Swords, taking out the blinds, the nightmare's ending. This is in traditional tarot, Rider-Waite. It's somebody laying in bed, just nightmare, having a nightmare. You're saying goodbye to nightmares and letting the ships soar, okay? Because why? Justice. Maybe it hasn't felt equal for like balance in a long time. Libra energy. This is coming in for you. It's like this way, she's got her eyes closed. This way, it's like I can see it now. I can see everything, judgment, and not caring anymore, right? Releasing the judgment for liberation. This is in reverse. So Judgment talks about, when it's in reverse, like making the choice in order to end something. For what? Nurturing yourself with Empress energy. Maybe some of you are pregnant. Maybe some of you have been working to become pregnant. Maybe this is a wish being granted as far as family goes. Okay, maybe this is a wish being granted as far as something coming to light, seen more with more clarity, and now that helps you give birth to a new you, okay? The Tower, after Tower moments, okay? So the Tower is in reverse. This talks about something crumbling so something new can come to light. So this upright, it's like this, but if we were to turn around, we now see the repercussions and then new growth. There's butterflies there. So coming out of a cocoon after a Tower moment, learning something, finding out something, figuring out how to live life in a more lighthearted, flexible way. Maybe it's being less strategic or finding some type of balance between strategy, logic, and your heart and intuition. Okay, Seven of Cups. Now this brings this brings choice. As illusions fall, 7 in general numerology talks about good luck is coming to you. You just have to accept that you deserve it. With the 8 of Wands, maybe it's in reverse. Maybe that means slowing down in order right before you take the leap, so you don't leap towards the moon and cause some type of drowning or the same old pattern that you've been in. Okay, so 3 of Wands, waiting. Okay, you're waiting on something that it gets ignited. Maybe it's something divinely meant for you with all the purple there. Next out is the Queen of Swords, holding back your words and communication towards something that maybe you are known for, with the Star in reverse. Maybe you're holding back. It's Aquarius energy in reverse, the Star, letting go of something where typically you would communicate something about, right? Maybe it's been too harsh, because now you see that it's better when you do more observing with the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is that card where people are out in a snowstorm and all they have to do is look to the right and there's a warm space to go inside. So in this deck though, following the Star, it's like you're holding back some type of communication after the Queen of Swords in order to, but your head is down, like not wanting to see the warmth or not wanting to accept somebody for what it really is, or something for what it is. And the minute that you decide, look at this, there's the key right there, the keyhole. And now here you're being gifted when you clear the space for goodness to come in. Maybe some of you have sent out an application for a new job. Maybe you're preparing to go to college or a new school. Something new is going to be is given to you. These roots falling there. It's like you're detaching from something and doing so. Maybe it's just finally looking up, okay? Wearing that bright red cape of strength and heart and giving yourself the credit that you deserve in a positive way, where somebody else, maybe now it's time to play. Maybe you're recognizing with the Knight of Wands where you've been played, all right? And maybe you're playing back. Maybe you're no longer just being a part of the chaos. Maybe you're observing more with the 5 of Wands and letting everything else fall away. 6 of Wands, because it wasn't victorious. You've been there, done that type energy, okay? This is in reverse. There is the 3 of Cups, nurturing yourself. Maybe you're going to prepare for a wedding. Maybe you're going to be attending a wedding. Some type of ceremony or event that brings happiness and connection in an emotional way. 4 of Pentacles, that release allows you and shows you you're not alone. 4 of Pentacles talks about when it's upright, holding on so tight to something that there's barely room to move at all. Nobody can get in and nobody can get out, right? And so this is coming to a close with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. What is that? The Devil, okay? The Devil talks about addiction. It can talk about heartbreak. It can talk about choices. It can talk about being on somebody's puppet. Look at, there's like, he's holding his hand out and there's a person here just like invisible. You're not invisible, okay? This is a big deal because it's coming, because it's time to let go of the darkness. If there's an addiction, know that you can make it. An addiction can be saving other people, right? It doesn't have to be a substance. It can be an action. It can be a thought that you tell yourself. It's codependent energy that's being released, okay? You're no longer going to be a puppet in somebody else's show. You're the leading role. I always say this. So allow yourself to get to be, okay? So 6 of Swords, get in the boat and move to calmer waters. And because this is waters, this talks about change needing to happen. This boat is in a murky island. Maybe you've been needing clarity, King of Pentacles, where finances are concerned with this in reverse. And now it's like, okay, I'm the magician. I hold the key. I'm everything. I'm where I'm at because of the choices I've made, right? It's accepting responsibility and knowing that you are magic, okay? Magic in how you see yourself, magic in how you see the world around you. Every single thing that we do and how we talk to ourselves affects in some type of way a ripple, okay? A ripple affects 5 of Swords and they're in reverse. And you're tired of the headaches. You're tired of that. It's almost as though, it takes more energy to send negative energy out than it does just to let it go, right? And so that's what's happening right now. The High Priestess, you see something for what it is. And this is, she knows all, says nothing because she observes. She knows where she's at in life and she knows what she wants to do because and so that gives her the energy to then know and trust that she's going to get there, okay? The Page of Wands in reverse, picking and choosing your battles, right? Recognizing when something's not adding up, where to jump and where not to. Changing the landscape of our home, decluttering our minds, right? Recognizing different situations and knowing when to take a leap forward and when not to. Knowing when something's for you and when it's not, okay? Queen of Cups, putting back into that emotion that so many of you have given to others and finally receiving that back, right? 6 of Cups, maybe many of you are reflecting in a time of reflection, remembering the past, right? Maybe this can also be that somebody is going to, from your past, return back to it, that what was, provide some type of fulfillment. Maybe it's something that you don't see coming, all right? And out of nowhere, it happens. Somebody comes to you, right? We all hear that thing when once you let go of wanting something really, really bad and you finally let go is when it shows up. So that's what's happening, right? And you can, 10 of Swords in reverse, seeing the backstabs, letting them go, moving forward for you, recognizing where you feel where you feel more overwhelmed than, and acknowledging that in order to finally let that go, okay? And doing so with strength. Leo energy, so new can come in. Maybe some of you have some big dreams, big aspirations, but have been out for one way or another, told yourself you couldn't do it because of what somebody else said you could or couldn't do. And maybe it was like, I'm hearing when pigs fly. And now that you're clearing the space, letting go of the backstabbers, and keep in mind, backstabbers are typically people that we love and adore. So if somebody's told you you can do something, you're finding the strength during this time to move forward and choose you. I hope that's been helpful. I hope that's been fun. I did my best, and I'm sending you so much love. And thank you. To book your personal reading, do so at soulshine1111.com. If you are a person that has readings with me, then you know how to reach me. And until next time, you guys, go grow.